Here's a question. Do you like Valorant? Me too. I also have a love for video essays, but I've noticed that there's an overlap between the two that just doesn't really exist. I mean, despite like esports videos, I don't know why there's so many of those, just like the history of a team or history of a player, something along those lines. And nothing wrong with those videos. I think they're really cool, but it feels like there's a piece of content missing out in the YouTube space that, well, someone can fill. So as a person who overthinks all their hyperfixations, I should really check if I have autism. I made a channel dedicated to just Valorant video essays, and no esports, of course. So what is that going to look like? Well, if you turned your brain on for a second, I'm sorry, that was really mean. It would be basically just any sort of video essay you've seen before, i.e. Zoe B, H Bomber Guy, Lizzie Ellis, CJ the X, I love that guy. But instead of focusing on larger topics and actually important things, we're just going to talk about Valorant. Things like, ranks, character design, map design, lore, etc. What we're not going to be talking about is esports, coaching, guides, any sort of journey videos, my journey to X rank, pro analysis, or basically the equivalent of Fortnite funny compilations. But to really get into the weeds of things, it's really just overthinking the game and coming to some really interesting conclusions that I think are interesting enough to share with you guys. For example, did you know that Sage is one of the most played agents in Valorant? She's actually the 6th most played character in the entire roster, which I think is kind of crazy. It's 2% higher than the average pick rate and the 2nd most played Sentinel besides Cypher. And what's really crazy is she beats out some characters I thought would obviously be higher than her in pick rate, things like Sova, Gecko, and even Raze. Not only that, but she has a really high win percentage, above 50%, actually the 8th highest win percentage out of all characters. The average is 49.396%, something along those lines, and she averages a 50.3, which is, a little bit more than 0.3 above the average. So the idea is is Sage a really good character? I mean, she's being played a lot and she's winning a lot, so there must be something to her that I'm kind of missing here. I never thought of Sage as an OP kind of character, but statistically, she's really strong. Well, the thing is, if you look into the numbers a little bit more, you find something a little bit scary. Sage actually has the worst, and I mean the worst, stats of every character in the game, including Vice. Despite her high win rate above 50%, she still has the lowest, I do mean the worst, kill to death ratio, kills per game, and damage delta per round out of every agent in the game, including the new agent Vice. Dead last, and I'm not joking when I say it is a 0.87 KD, a 12.86 kills per game, 12.6, that's like 13 kills a game, not even, and a damage delta of negative 7.2, which if you guys don't know, means every time she deals 1 point of damage, she is taking 7.2 points of damage on average, which of course you obviously want to keep that number at least even, if not positive, but the average is a little bit lower. The average is, I think, negative 0.8 something, so, negative 0.7, not that bad, right? Look, I hate to break your heart. I lied, because it's not negative 7.2. No, it's negative 17.2. For every 1 point of damage that she deals, she is taking an average of 17.2 damage in her ranked games. That is 15.368 points lower than the average damage delta per round. That's crazy. That's crazy, right? That is 15.368 points lower than the average damage delta per round, which is horrific. So the question becomes, why are her stats so bad but her win rate so high? I mean, she's played a lot in ranks, so it's not a sample size problem, nothing sort of biased there. So why these kind of statistical discrepancies? Why are her stats so bad? Why does she look so sweaty? And why?
No, wait, it's not what you think. This is a big misunderstanding. You've got to believe me. Listen, I am telling you! You better listen to me, SpongeBob!
I find this genuinely funny, but I'm not going to say it. I'm going to put all the information out there, let everyone hear it, but you all come to your own conclusions, okay? You can all come to your own conclusions. So that's basically what we're going to be doing at this channel, talking about characters and agents and stuff like this in a very detailed way. It's not always going to be statistics. Sometimes it's going to be much more on the art side. Sometimes we're going to be talking about a lot of different crazy things, but basically we're going to be getting into the weeds of things and hopefully making you see this Valorant game as more than just a game, but something beautiful. And if you're into that, or you really like that epic sage roast, give me a subscribe. My videos are just going to be basically this, but longer, and a lot of fun tangents, probably circling back to a central thesis. Automatic teller machine. No shit, I read that wrong. At the moment, there's like one video I have online, basically a 40-minute video talking about the agent rules and my predictions for the new agents, which by the time I released that video was actually a week before Vice actually came out. So just saying, a lot of these predictions are crazy good. I think the video is a lot of fun. It's rough around the edges, definitely, but it's a really good idea of what I'm trying to go for. Just my first attempt at that format, and I'm pretty proud of it. Plus, again, some of these guesses are really great. I mean, who out there is guessing that the Sentinel would have a flash? I don't know. I'm just kind of a genius like that? I don't know. That's got to be worth something, right? Sort of like proof my overthinking is pretty smart, or my cooking ability is fire, and a good indicator that these videos can be really something special someday. So, go support a homie, like the video, share it with all your sage pockets, and, let them enjoy it. And with that, thanks for checking out the channel. My name is Jin, also known Elbow Fever, also known as Sick Knees. Goes to my music. It's really good.
So please tell me again what to do.
And yes, it's a pun off of Elbow Fever. It's whatever. Yeah, hope to see you guys again on this YouTube channel. Okay, that's the video. Bye.
About you and how you've been treating me, and I thought, why do I love you?
The house creaks as the sun hits my blind eyes. I can feel the cold outside.